The Lord's really given us a very diverse faculty and staff. We have some that have been here for many years. We have one faculty member that's been here for over 40 years, and she has taught many different things.
Miss Roberts, just a great teacher. When I taught seminary, I would think in my mind, I hope I teach this topic as clearly as Miss Roberts taught geometry and U.S. history. She was so clear. Her expectations were so clear. It was left in our laps whether we would do well. She laid it out for us. Such a great teacher.
Actually, Miss Roberts was the first one, I think I maybe was a freshman, to tell me that I should teach math. That's what I should do. And she was wonderful. She fostered that in me. She gave me opportunities to teach some of her lower classes as I progressed through high school, like substitute in small chances like that. And that just really helped me solidify, I love this and I want to do this. And she was a big part of that.
Yeah, I think everyone had Miss Roberts. Yes, right, yeah. From the beginning of all beginnings of the school, you know. Yeah, I had Miss Roberts, and it was always incredible. In fact, I still can remember her history classes. I don't know if Miss Roberts will still be teaching U.S. history when you get up there in high school, honey, but we'll see if that would be amazing. Her U.S. history class and some of those civics class, learning government, and going to Washington, D.C. with her was something that I loved and I still can remember. With Jan, with Miss Roberts, it was her passion and love for learning and for teaching and education is amazing, and she never tires of it.
And then Miss Roberts, it was the way she prayed before every class. It just showed me what a caring heart looks like, when the way that she would pray for people, and sometimes she would be brought to tears by the things she's praying about. Like, she just had such a humility coming to the Lord, and I knew when she did that, I wanted to have that relationship with God.
You take a person like Miss Roberts, who has spent now decades teaching students. There are people who are in school right now who are still studying with this master teacher. What an incredible investment for the kingdom. Up in a little corner of New Hampshire, teaching up there, and she's been doing it for decades. What a gem someone like Miss Roberts is to that school. And think of the rewards in heaven that are waiting for her when she crosses into the threshold into glory. I have an idea that things will be upside down up there. The people with notoriety and the people whose names we would know, maybe there'll be some rewards for them, but I think of someone like Miss Roberts, who has been faithfully serving, year after year for decades, influencing, big personality students to take their work seriously and to learn to think well. God's got a special reward for her, I think.
My name is Janice Roberts, and my first experience at DCA was as a 10th, my sister came ahead of me, but I started attending as a 10th grader and graduated in 1976. When I first started teaching here, it was still a dorm school. So the variety of things we had to do were different than a lot of the duties I have now. And I was younger and had a lot more energy, but it was very special to get to know the students. I know my students better from those years than most of the students that I know now, because of the hours I spent with them. Well, I do love teaching, first and foremost. But there's something about this place. I love when I teach too, and part of what I do is math, I do grammar, I do history, I just love history. If I can get a student who really doesn't like something or doesn't understand it to appreciate it, to like, whoa, I get that now, or to see that success in their lives, or to understand, wow, this is cool. This is not just something that I have to learn because Ms. Roberts is telling me. This matters. And that kind of a connection, if I can get students to do that, it's what I love about teaching. I don't like the paperwork. The technology defeats me at times, but that kind of a thing is what keeps me going. And so there's been times over the years, and I'm in my 42nd year here, my 43rd year teaching, but 42nd here. So there have been moments, as you can imagine, over the years where things are hard, or things are going on in life and you think, should I still be here? Should I still be here? And I do firmly believe that if God wanted me to leave, he would show me clearly. And so that's always been something. It's never been like, things are hard, I'm going to leave. It was ingrained in me, and it's partly family, but partly training, that you don't dump and leave unless God is directing you that way. And you seek it if it's that time, but you still have to have that very clear direction. So that's what's kept me here. Just very thankful for the students I've taught over the years, the experiences, the things that I've learned. I don't even know where I learned half the things I learned about teaching. I did not learn them all in school, that is for sure. I got a basic foundation and thought I knew what I was doing, and then I found out half the things I did weren't even right over time, and I had to fix that. So over time, God has given me some wisdom in some areas. I'm not the most creative person. I am not the best teacher in the world. But there's certain things that he's taught me that I've been able to use and share with other teachers, share with my students. This is helpful, this isn't helpful. Listen to what I'm saying, don't go the way you're going, go this way. And it's just really something I love doing.